guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, make sure to smash the subscribe button, and I hope you all can leave a like on this video if you enjoy it. So today, it wasn't a very busy day. We're just getting ready for planting season, and we got the planter all ready to go, and I'll give you all a machinery tour. So I'll see you all in the shed. So I am in the shed now, and here is our John Deere skid loader and our bad boy lawnmower. And now we have a Ford 800 grain truck. It's from the late 70s, early 80s. I'm not quite sure. It's a Ford 800, and it's got a 20-foot box. So that's the truck. It's a pretty good truck. And now we have a Case MX 255. These wheels are actually really big for a tractor this size. Here I'm standing next to them. And I'm 5'9" wearing shoes, and this is how big the tires are. And here's the front tires. They're pretty massive for a tractor this size. It isn't that big of a tractor. It's only about 240 horsepower. So that's the Case MX 255, and here's a front view. So that's the Case, and it does have auto steer, and that's the thing to get reception. And now we have a Demco Conquest sprayer with a 60-foot boom and a 1,200-gallon tank. And I'll climb up it here and give you all a better view of some stuff. So here's the top view of the sprayer, and there's the truck. There's the Ford truck, and here is the Case MX 255. And now we have a John Deere 9500 combine. It's a 1997. I'll crawl down here. It's from 1997. And here's the corn head for it. It takes 8 rows, and we do 30-inch rows, so that's why it's only 8 rows. And here is our bean head. It takes 10 rows, and it's 25 feet wide. And, oh boy, tight space. We farmers love to get as much stuff as we can in the shed. So here is the combine. And it's got duals on it. These tires are almost the same size as the tractors. So here's the other side of the combine. We do have an extension up there, right there for the combine. So it holds an extra 40-50 bushels. And it sounds like one of our neighbors is going by. Yep, here goes one of the neighbors with a Hagie sprayer. So there's the rear of the combine. And there's the rear of the tractor, and there's the truck. And now we have a stock chopper. And that's pretty much it for this location. We do have some bins here, and this shed is a 60-foot by 65. And here's our 10,000 bushel bin, the first one. And the second one is 6,000. And the third one is 8,000. And the last one is 6,000 as well. And in this garage here, we have our Ford 1999 pickup, and it's in really good condition for being 21 years old. Here's the interior. The seats are in really good condition because we keep one of our old bed sheets on here from a while ago, and we also use those as rags. It's pretty efficient. And the seats are really clean. So are the back seats. We have some tools back there. And we also have our Sportsman 500 that we use. And everyone should be careful on it, no matter how skilled you are, because they're very dangerous. And I'll see you all at the other location. But first, that's how big the shed is. Little tiny equipment in there with a big shed overhead. So I'll see you all at the other location in a little bit. Okay, so I am back here at our other location, and here is our mini bulk tank, and we have some pallets, and we do have a little tank here that we put on our spraying truck right here. We do have a 1,200 gallon tank right there, and a little tank here that we use, and of course a ladder. And it is, well, it holds about 350 bushels of corn. It's a C60 Chevy. And here we have an 88 loader. And here's the front view of that Chevy. It's kind of tight here. As I said earlier, we like to get stuff nice and tight, save room. So there's a side view of it, the 88 loader. And here is our C65 Chevy. There's the rear. Here's the side. It's actually a tandem. Drives with that one. That's the one that lifts. And it's kind of hard to see, but it lifts right there. And so here's the C65 Chevy. Here's the front view of it. And here is our Kinze planter. It is a 12-row, and it folds just like that. And we have another case. This one is a case 220. There's the side view of the case. These are the same tires as the other one. This one doesn't have duals on the front. And we also have a John Deere 4020. It was one of the first tractors to get a cab. So there's the front view of the tractor. And now we have a International truck here. It does have custom doors, but I covered up our address and our last name. So there's the front, or the side. And here's the rear view of that truck. And there's a better side view of the C60 Chevy. And I'll show you guys the front of the International. Here's a better side view. There's a little more room over here. It's got pretty cool design. So there's the side view. And I'll give you guys a front view of the truck. Now I'll go back to our shed and show you guys some other equipment. And here's our snowblower. So here are our 7 bends. We only use 6 of them. So there they are. That one, the floor is gone from squirrels and other things. And here is our cultivator. It does 12 rows at a time. And we normally pull it behind this tractor right up here. So that's our rock picker that we have. It doesn't have any bent forks, which is really good actually. So there's no bent forks. And we normally pull the cultivator with this tractor. It's a 1650 Oliver. And we also pick rocks with it and use this hay wagon here. And we also have a DMI ripper. And this is what we use in the fall on corn. And here is the duals for the 4020 in the shed. I didn't mention it, but it can have duals. And here is our holding bin. And our corn dryer. And we also have 2 6-row cultivators. I'll take you all up to the shop to show you some other stuff. So I figured that before I would show you guys the shop, I'd show you some other stuff. So here we have some augers, and we only use the 4 up front. So the yellow one is a 10-inch auger. The first green one right here is a 6-inch. That one's an 8-inch. We use that one a lot. And that one is also an 8-inch. And we don't have just augers back here. We also have a chisel plow. So this chisel plow is 20 feet wide. I know, chisel plows are boring, blah 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 blah. But I'll show you guys some of the rest of our equipment. We also have a hog shed. We used to do hogs, but we don't anymore because they became non-profitable. They kept lowering prices, so we got out of them. we also have our field cultivator here. It's 27 feet wide. Most of the shovels are pretty good. We like to keep our equipment nice and clean, but we did just use it, so I guess it isn't clean. But we clean it up when we're all done with things. So there's the field cultivator. And here we have our crumbler. They put too long of hitches on this. It's over a 15-foot hitch. So there's our crumbler. It's the same width as the field cultivator. And in here we have an almost identical tractor. And yes, we do store those inside. So for those of you who think that we don't take care of our equipment, we do store them inside. So here we have our 77 Oliver. It's just a little bit smaller, and it has a loader on the front. There's our hydraulics for it. We like to call this one just a loader instead of the 77. So there's the loader part of it. And we also have a bunch of hoppers. Almost every auger could have 2 hoppers because we have more at our other house or place, and a ladder there. So what I'm in right now is our place that we store the grain to cool when it comes right out of the corn dryer. And there's our fuel barrel that we put up there where we put the tractor. So I'll give you guys a run through of the setup, so this fall when I do a video you'll be all caught up. So here's our hole for the holding bin that you saw. That was all red, and we normally run an auger from here straight back to there, and you can kind of see there's some tracks there. That's where we pull the trucks back. And from here we run it up to the corn dryer, which normally sits right here. And then it'll go from the top and it'll run through and it'll slowly go down, and the corn dryer will dry it, and then it'll go out the end to there. And we normally have an auger that goes right there, runs it up there to the granary, and then we haul it out with the orange truck or the C65. And we also put the Oliver right here. And this white is from where we put the fuel barrel. So this is kind of our fall setup. And now I'll show you guys the shop. I'm not going to show you guys the shop because we already had it closed up for the night, and I didn't really feel like opening all the doors up, so I thought I'd just show you one more thing. We have a forklift here. You don't really want to exceed 2,000 pounds because it says it right there. And here's all of our soybean seed. We do have quite a bit because we have a lot of soybean acres this year. So there's all of our soybean seed. And some more pallets, of course, because we don't have enough over there. Ha ha ha, farmer joke. So I'm gonna go back home and I'll see you guys back at home. So I am back here at the yard, and just for size comparison, I think I'll show you all. Here is the 10,000 bushel grain bin. It isn't that tall in real life, but it looks really tall on camera. So there you guys go. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Just let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed it, and if you really enjoyed it, leave a like. It'll help support the channel so I can produce better content. And my dog has one thing to say to you all. What do you have to say, Delta? He told me that you should all subscribe if you enjoyed my channel and this video. I hope to see you all in the next video, and be awesome.